Ladies and gentlemen, what a good day for drama. With word on the street that EA might be sending a lawsuit to the brand new version of Apex Legends and a lot of other topics. Well, I'll be honest, not really. Apex has kind of been dry and dead. That's just my normal intro. There's really not that much to talk about other than the main topic today. I had a great time this morning on my second ever kick stream when we were going through and just kind of waking up and good morning and going through all the topics and news of today. And it wasn't just Apex related things. It was nice to actually talk about real world drama and, Call of Duty drama, Apex drama, gaming drama. So I might do a good morning kick stream from now on. I don't know. Got to get 75 followers so I can get affiliate over there. Links down below if you guys want to help out. So today's video, we're talking about a potential lawsuit that might be coming in for the brand new version of Apex Legends. And if you're wondering what exactly that new version of Apex Legends is, well, it's the Chinese mobile version of the game. Now, you may have saw this over the last couple of days. A lot of people have been talking about it. I mentioned it on my video over here as well. Essentially, this is a knockoff version of Apex Legends. However, it's made by the exact same people that were making Apex Legends Mobile, and unfortunately, that was shut down. So once it was shut down, the Chinese version of the game was launching pretty soon, and it just came out. I think it's in beta or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, what you could see is that the characters very much so resemble the Apex Legends. However, they're not exactly identical. So Wraith very clearly is not Wraith, but you can see that the heavy influence is Wraith, being the attire, the abilities. Obviously Lifeline doesn't look like Lifeline, but the two little buns that are in her hair, it's very obviously a knockoff of Lifeline. There's a Doc drone as well. The abilities are very similar. The map is pretty much identical. However, there's been some noteworthy organizations looking to join into this brand new mobile game. I did not realize how big mobile gaming was, but this was coming from Subsidite on June the 7th. I think this is yesterday, saying, holy smoke, 17 Gaming just announced their recruitment for Tencent's new Apex Mobile China roster. Second org to actually do this now. 17 is actually one of the best Chinese PUBG PC teams currently, having winning the most recent global major, and also has $1.4 million in winnings from that game. Talking about obviously PUBG. So I didn't realize China was so big into PUBG. I've always wondered who's keeping that game relevant, because honestly, it's just such a bad game in my opinion with movement and such. Who's actually still involved in that? And I guess obviously it seems that it's more the APAC region that still plays it. But nonetheless, this was actually retweeted by the leaker bot that says, say what you want about Tencent, but they know how to handle mobile games. They also will do what Respawn and EA could not, and show us what Apex Mobile could have been. Honestly, this is a perfect tweet. I completely agree. I feel like Respawn and EA are always going to fumble the bag whenever it comes to making a game its highest potential possible. Apex has just always been such a good game at its core, and everybody knows it's got some of the most potential ever. Seems like the community members have a much better idea of what Apex should be doing than the actual devs themselves. No offense, but actually it could be the publishers, not the devs. Because we even know how bad the rank system is currently right now with Apex, and this was coming from It's Matt, someone who had basically put together an entire tournament mode idea. This was coming from Vaz. And imagine if this was actually in game. Someone did a great job on these screenshots though, a tournament mode within Apex, and there's an open league, challenger league, Apex league with cash prizes. You can start tournaments, you can look at leaderboards. This is an in-game leaderboard of the teams that are currently playing in a tournament. You can see your team stats. All of this stuff, man, was so well done. I really wish that the community members could actually force this stuff to come, because Apex would be such a better game if you had features like this. It's so weird that we have big tournaments and we just have to go through a third-party website to go look at the scores. It's so nice when you look at Fortnite and they've got all their stats in game. Now, to get back on the main topic, this was actually commented on by Thornton Smash, where he said, I've heard rumblings of a suit, talking about a lawsuit, of course. Now, why would Thornton Smash's comment make any impact on this at all? Why does it hold any weight? Well, we've known from the past that Thornton Smash has talked with people from EA, talked with people from Respawn. We all content creators have had conversations with EA and Respawn, of course, but we know that he has some type of an inside source with data mining and leaks and all this stuff. So a lot of news and things that are coming out, events that are going to be going on, changes that are going to be happening, a lot of that stuff comes out a lot earlier than intended because of his quote inside source. So when I'm saying someone from EA or Respawn had said this or that, of course we've all kind of spoke with them. I have a couple people that I speak with pretty consistently, but it's totally unrelated. It's not leak based at all, but his source seems to be a little bit more EA related and seems to be a little bit more leak based as well. So the leaker bot responded here and says, I assume that your rumblings are actually wrong. There's no lawsuits going to happen. And Thornton Smash had actually showed a DM where he had said and crossed out the name of who's saying it, EAHQ today asked for EACN to report the relevant content of Apex Mobile Tencent version to them, which is obviously the Chinese version, and they seem to have just realized the existence of this copy. Like, it seems like they are like totally blindsided by this, and the leaker bot thinks that that's bull because EA and Tencent, apparently he says, came to an actual agreement for them to do this. I've also been seeing people say that like Tencent is very smart and they're going to make sure that they protect themselves in this, and being where they're based out of and being that they have some type of like a law, I think that's like covering them to some degree, I think with the Chinese government. Some people are assuming that they're going to be just fine, but it is kind of weird that EA is so out of touch with the community that they had no idea until literally like just yesterday that this was actually a copy of the game. Now, people are also a little confused because even though Apex Legends Mobile did shut down, a lot of people were assuming, and it kind of seemed like Apex had kind of hinted that it could relaunch in the future with a more inclusive version of the game. That's the kind of wordage that they were using. And basically, they wanted to be a little bit more inclusive. So rather than just a mobile game, only mobile, more of like a cross progression type mobile, cross play type mobile, maybe like Fortnite was. And of course, a relaunch of it soon wouldn't be totally weird because we are still very far behind in the cross progression release. We were supposed to be getting it by the end of 2022. Of course, that did not happen because we're already halfway through the year of 2023 and still no word, unfortunately. The weird part is it's not just no word on cross progression. It's literally no word on a single thing in the game right now. Like, I actually don't understand how it's been this bad of a season and we've had no communication coming whatsoever. Thornton had also posted, regardless of whether you enjoy or dislike the Apex Legends rank system, it's kind of crazy that there hasn't been any talk at all from Respawn about community feedback and if there will even be any changes. Like, I know that they've seen stuff. They're still tweeting about watching Ted Lasso and all this stuff. Like, and I know it's their personal account. I'm not asking or forcing them to, but it's just kind of weird that it's been such an outrage, like possibly the worst outrage of all time in Apex, with how bad of a season launch it has been and with how bad the rank system has been. And there's been no like, we understand, we hear you, we see this, we're noticing this as well. And how it apparently even claimed from an Exerto article that Apex Legends, listen to this, not even just a bad state. He says that it's the worst state it has ever been in, apparently, and as players abandon it. His official quote was kind of funny, literally saying that I feel like they, talking about Respawn, just think this: okay, we're just catering to the casuals and then we're just going to make the content so bland that nobody can stream the game. So it's like he's actually saying that he feels like they are seriously self-nuking the game. It's actually insane how hard the competitive Apex carries this game. I feel like when it comes to the viewership, if we didn't have comp in Apex, this game, I don't even know how added, agreeing with the other player who said that it would be dead without competitive. I don't know. Do you guys agree that if it wasn't for the pro players, if it wasn't for the streamers, that this game would be dead? I know that sometimes we discuss it and, you know, it's the, oh, pros cry too much, streamers cry too much. So totally understood. But I think to a degree, there are some valid opinions at some point in time with both of them. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Listen, please like the video, subscribe to the channel because it helps out a massive amount. As stale and bad as Apex has been for content lately, the channel has been suffering so massively, but we're just trying to press through. Hopefully it all works out in the end. But thank God for streaming, because streaming has really saved the channel. And at the end of the day, I'm still having fun. See you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Later, Gators.